This is a presentation on doing headers and footers and section breaks. As I scroll through this document, you can see I have blue text, red text, and green text. And also if I click at the end of my current document, it says that I'm on page 1 of 1, section 1. What I'm going to do is make each colored text a separate section, and I'm also going to put one paragraph per page. So I'm going to end up with a multi-page document with 3 distinct sections: blue section, red section, and green section. So as I start doing this, I'm going to go down and click on the draft view, so it's down by zoom. When you go into draft, it will allow you to see more clearly what's happening. So I'm going to increase this just so it's a little more readable for you. Okay, so this blue section is going to be section 1. So I'm going to click in front of the second blue paragraph. I'm going to put in a break there. So I'm going to go into page layout. I'm going to click breaks, and I'm going to choose page break. So here's my page break notation. Notice if you look at the bottom of the screen, it still says section 1, but now it has gone to 2 pages. Well, I want the red section to be on the next page, but I also want it to be the beginning of section 2. So I'm clicking in front of the red section. I'm going to go up to breaks, and I'm going to go section break next page. So notice the difference between page break here and section break next page here. Also, if you look at the bottom of the page now, it says that we're in section 2 and page 3. So I'm going to scroll down a bit more and click on flyers, and I'm going to make this a new page, not a new section. A quick way to put in a page break is to hold the control key down and hit enter, and there's another page break. So scroll down a bit more, and I'm going to make this one here also. I'm going to make this another page. Still section 2, but a new page by going control enter. Scroll down a bit more till I get to the green one, and I want this to be a distinct section as well as a new page. So I'm going to go to break next page. Notice now at the bottom of the page it says it's section 3 and page 6 of 6. And now I'm going to go home by going control home. Will take me to the top of my document. If I want to put a header on this page, I can do that. I can call it the blue section. I'm going to now leave the draft view and go back to the print layout view. So I'm going to click on the first icon. You could also go up here to view and accomplish the same thing. So here's my first page of my first section. So I'm going to go into the Insert tab. I'm going to choose Header, and I'm going to go to Edit Header down toward the bottom. Now, a couple things to remember here. If this is our blue section, I'm just going to go ahead and type in blue section. And I'm going to, just for the fun of it, tab to the center, and I'm going to put in the date. I'm going to click up here on date and time. I'm going to choose this third option because it's a little smaller. Click OK. And then I'm going to tab again. I'm going to type the word page, hit my space bar to put in a space there, and I'm going to put in a page number at the current position. And I just want a simple number. So I'm going to go current page and click 1. And there I go. If I decide that I don't want a header on the first page, I can do that by clicking different first page. Now notice that it's empty, and that's just fine because very often you don't want to see anything on this page. Now I'm going to click where it says next section. What it's going to do is still leave me in section 1, but I'll be on page 2. As you look at this, notice that you have a 6-inch typing line. You should really have a center tab at 3, and you should have a right tab at 6, which is where your line ends. So I'm going to go with my mouse, and I'm going to try to drag this center tab to 3, and I'm going to take this right tab here, if I can grab it, and scoot it back to the right margin, and now it's lined up much better. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next section. So I'm going to go to next section, and this is going to become my red section. Before I do anything to this, I need to turn off where it says same as previous, because if I do not, section 1 will also say red section. So I'm going to click up here to turn that off, and notice same as previous goes away. Now I can double click up here and I can type in red, and it's just fine. Now if I click next section, it's going to take me to the green section. So it's going to take me by pages 4 and pages 5. So because 4 and 5 are also the red section. If I want this to say green section, what I'm going to do is I am going to turn off same as previous by clicking on link to previous. I now can double click on red, I can type in green, and everything's looking good. Okay? And I'm going to close this now. So I'm going to close my header footer. As we scroll out of this now, if I go Control Home, here's page 1 with no header. If I go to page 2, here's page 2, blue section. Here's page 3, red section. Page 4 is the red section. Page 5 is the red section. Page 6 is the green section. And I'm going to save this as header and footer 1. So I'm going to go to the Office button and go Save As, and I'm going to save it to my desktop as header and footer adventure 1, and click Save. So if you would also do the same when you do this, then you can continue on with another illustration going from this point forward.